Hello there, my name is Martin Henley. This is the What The series, and in this episode number 10, I'm answering the question, what is performance analysis? And is it performance analysis that could stop you from getting fired? So in addressing this question, what is performance analysis? There are 5 things we'll be sharing with you. We're going to give you a definition of performance analysis, a more marketing related definition of performance analysis. We're going to think about why you need to do performance analysis, when you do performance analysis, and how to do performance analysis. Let's go, Ricky. So if we are going to answer the question, what is performance analysis, we need a definition. And interestingly, marketing people don't talk about performance analysis. We had to go to some sports people for a definition this time. We went to the English Institute of Sport. And what they tell us is that performance analysis is a specialist discipline involving systematic observations to enhance performance and improve decision making through objective statistical feedback. Now, even though marketers don't talk about performance analysis, I think you will appreciate that systematic observations to enhance performance and improve decision making would be really valuable in your marketing. So how do marketers think about performance analysis? Well, we found definitions for marketing analysis and we found definitions for marketing analytics, which are relevant. WordStream provided us with this definition of marketing analysis. They tell us it's the practice of measuring, managing, and analyzing marketing performance to maximize its effect and optimize return on investment. Understanding marketing analytics allows marketers to be more efficient and minimize wasted dollars. So this is really useful. It's not a million miles away from the performance analysis that I want to talk about. What you definitely want to do in your marketing is you want to understand what's going on so you can maximize your effect, optimize your return on investment, and be more efficient and stop wasting money. Which brings us to the question then, why do you need to do performance analysis? And the first thing that I want to address is this waste that we're talking about. Now, in the 19th century, there was a very famous, very successful retailer called John Wanamaker. And what he said very famously is that half of the money I spend on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. Now, the problem for John Wanamaker in 2019 is most of the marketing that we do, most of the marketing that you're going to do is digital, and it provides us with the feedback. So if you are not taking the trouble to measure exactly what you're doing and exactly what you're getting in return, I'm afraid if a member of my team came to me and said this, I would take them out to the car park and I would shoot them. So the waste can look like 50% of what you're doing, and the return could look like 200% of what you're getting. So addressing this waste issue is really, really important. Beyond that, there are 3 reasons that you should be doing performance analysis. The first is to establish a starting point. So if you can say to people, this is what I found when I picked this up, and this is the progress that we've made since then, that will stand you in very good stead. The second issue is about motivation. Now, I'm not doing too badly right now, but I come from a long line of fat-faced Irish farmers, and I don't need to eat too many potatoes before I start to get really quite big. So there have been a few occasions in my life where I have dropped a couple of stone, like 14 kgs. Now, the most successful way I did that was by measuring my progress every day. I would get on some scales, and these scales were measuring my weight, they were measuring my muscle mass, they were measuring my hydration, they were measuring like 8 or 9 things. So when I got on the scales every day, I could see progress in at least one of those areas, which motivated me then to sustain the diet. So this is about motivation. If you are tracking what you're doing and you are seeing progress every day, that will give you the motivation to continue. Now, the third issue comes to what we're talking about here, about performance analysis getting you a promotion or preventing you from being fired. Because what will happen is whenever you take on a role, a marketing role, your client or your boss will say, you know what, don't worry about the reports. We're not interested in the reports. You just invest all of your energy in achieving stuff. Now, what I can guarantee you is that 3 months later, they will come back and they will say, what on earth has gone on? And if you can't say, this is where we started, this is where the progress that we've made, this is where we are now, this is where we're expecting to be, you are going to lose the support of your bosses and your clients. And this goes back to what we were saying when we were talking about marketing. The average lifespan for a digital marketing customer in London is 3 months. Why? Because they don't understand what they're being told and they don't understand what's being delivered, because those marketers aren't doing performance analysis and feeding it back to the people who are paying them. And the beyond this issue is, if you are getting support, if you are demonstrating return on investment, then there's no reason why you couldn't get more investment to show a bigger return on investment. So there you are, address the waste, know where you start, stay motivated, and make sure the people that you need on side stay on side. Okay, which brings us then to point number 4, which is the question when to do your performance analysis. If you've seen these videos, you'll be as bored as we are that we say this every time. The time to do your performance analysis is now. If you are doing something and you're not recording its effect, you are essentially wasting your time. Then you need to do it regularly. It depends how much is going on. If you're in a really busy role where there are lots of inquiries, lots of sales, maybe low value type offerings, then you might need to do it daily, or you might need to do it weekly, or you might need to do it monthly. Specifically, what I do is I generate a report for my clients every month, and that's how I have maintained my customers in some instances for more than 10 years. Okay, so if you're hearing me, you're thinking, yes, Martin, I want that motivation, I want that support, I need to do performance analysis. How do I do it? Well, we're still with you. Essentially what you need to do is you need to understand what it is that you're investing in your marketing. How much time, how much energy, how much money is going into what you are doing. Then you need to understand the actions, you need to understand the campaigns. So how many pay-per-click campaigns do we have running? How many social media campaigns? How many email campaigns? How many advertising campaigns are running? Then you need to understand the outcome from those effects. So if you're running PPC campaigns, how many people are seeing your ads? How many people are clicking on your ads? How many people are responding to your ads? Now, the thing about the outcome is that there will be different outcomes and they will happen at different times in your future. So for example, what you're really interested in, if you are serious about your business, is your profit. But you only really know how profitable you are at the very end of the year, when you've looked at all of your costs and all of your sales and you've tallied that up to see how profitable you are. You might look at the amount of money that you've got in your bank account. Now, the issue with the money you have in your bank account is this is essentially a lag indicator. It doesn't indicate how successful you are in your marketing, because you might generate a lead and you will see the benefit from that now, and then it might take the salespeople 3 months to sell that lead. You might see the money in 4 months, and then you'll only see the profit at the very end of the year. So you need to be thinking in advance of the leads. How many people are visiting my website? How many people are on my email database? How many people are opening my emails? These will all give you an indicator of how you are doing right now. If you wait to see the profit, you may not know for 12 months. If you wait to see the money, you may not see that for 4 months. If you wait to see the sales, you may not see that for 3 months. If you're waiting to see the leads, you may not see that for 2 months. So you need to stay on top of everything that's happening, every action that you are completing, because if you're waiting to see the final outcomes, they may not be coming for a period of time. Now, the thing that we're looking for here is we are looking for data. We are looking for numbers, and they call these KPIs. And that is the subject of the next video. What is a key performance indicator? Okay, so if you are still with us, well done. You now know exactly what performance analysis is. It's something they talk about in sport, but not necessarily in marketing. The closest they come is marketing analysis or marketing analytics. We've defined that for you. You know now why you should be doing performance analysis, you know when you should be doing your performance analysis, and you are getting a sense already of how to do performance analysis. If If you have found this interesting or useful, why not take a second to like, share, subscribe, maybe comment, maybe there's a piece of marketing jargon that you would like to see defined in this fashion. If you found it really interesting and useful, why not head across to the Effective Marketing Company blog and subscribe there, and you will get this marketing jargon, bullshit busting goodness in your inbox every single day. It's 34 degrees here. I'm sweating my nuts off to give you this. Come subscribe. We're done here, Ricky.